Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Now, one of these, at least one of these might be a surprise to you because it might not be who you clicked on the video for and you might not know that this person's got feelings for you. But I think you're going to be able to figure out who it is once you watch it. So you might want to watch all of these this time, because there's an unknown element in there. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to watch. And I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I will be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And down there is where you'll also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading too. All you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? I don't remember what this crystal is called, but it's beautiful. And it's out with the Assess the Situation card, first quarter moon in Virgo. Or would you like the flower? And the flower is out with the Trust the Universe card, first quarter moon in Aquarius. Or would you like the shell? And this spiky little number here is out with the Work Through Your Feelings card, which is the last quarter moon in Aries. Well, I'll be taking your pick right now. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month worth 160 Australian dollars. So well worth doing that. There's also a second draw too. Getting that deeper dive read will get you into the second draw as well. In fact, all of the deeper dives that you purchase throughout the month will get you in there too, in that draw. You've got to be in it to win it, and the more you get, the more entries you'll get, the more chance you got to win. So be purchasing those. Doesn't matter when these pick a card reads come out, it matters when you purchase them. Check out my back catalogue. What else? I do a live show 3 times a week, and it's called Psychic Cafe, and in there I give 1-question readings. You're very welcome to book in for one of those 1-question readings at any time on my website BeHealing.com if you want more clarity on these situations and very personal to you. Do that. You find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. I do them in my live show, and the readings that are booked while I'm live will get done straight away in that show, but the ones that are booked every other time I'll do at the start of the next live show and then send you the link to the replay. You can watch it in your own time. And they always stick around as well, so you can keep a link to that reading so you can look back on it too. I also offer private readings as well if you want something more, if you've got a few questions, if you want a lot of great detail about something you're going through in your life at the moment, you want it to be private. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. You'll find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. And what else do? I do a today's tarot show every single day of the year here on this channel, so do click that subscribe button. And 3 of these as well if I can get around to it. 2 sometimes, more often than not 3. So take your pick now, crystal, flower or shell, and I'll see you in your reading. If you chose the crystal and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, how does your person feel about you at the moment? Rare knowledge. Oh no. They either know something about you that other people don't know, or they're keeping it quiet, they're keeping you secret. They don't want other people to find out about you. And the latter is what I was feeling straight away, which is why I said, oh no. Now, if we're talking the start of a relationship, that might be a good thing to do, you know. I think sometimes we can be a little bit too optimistic and tell all of our friends and everyone about someone that we've just met and they're perfect for us, even though we don't know that yet, right? We're only just getting to know them. So it might actually be a healthy sign that, we'll see. Illumination, something coming to light. I know, it feels like a secret, this. Something coming to light, people finding out about it. Let's find out more. And hopefully reasons about keeping a secret or keeping you a secret. Optimism. Okay, so they're optimistic about it. Might be optimistic about it, but still not ready to tell other people, perhaps. Let it be known that you're together, or I don't know, they've just got a little bit of reticence here, like a little bit of holding back, or perhaps a lot of holding back. Let's see if we can find out why. What is going on there? I don't trust in any of that, sorry. I'm going to have to go again. I think that was just a messy shuffle on my behalf. So let's find out. How does Crystal's person feel about them at the moment? Trapped. Trapped. So something in their mind has them feeling trapped, or perhaps previous relationships have had them feeling trapped, and so they don't want to invest too soon or invest too much too soon. It could be that. Four of Wands is pretty good. They're feeling like solid foundations are being built here. Doesn't feel like an especially fearful person. It feels like someone that has learnt better, you know, than diving in too soon. King of Swords, wanting clarity. So this is a thinking person that you've got on your hands here. They think about things a lot, perhaps overthinking, but not necessarily. I'm not getting any toxic energy from them. I am getting that they're just careful now, more careful than they were before. Because 8 of Swords, they don't want to get trapped in something that's not right for them, and I don't think anyone wants to get that right. I think we've all experienced that, going in too soon, investing too much too soon, ending up with someone and it's not right, and then it's really hard to break away from it, and it's, yeah. Why the 8 of Swords? Yeah, you see, 10 of Voices, because they've had painful endings in the past with doing it, with investing too much too soon and getting trapped. And the Page of Voices, so they're more careful about it this time. They are taking a step back, taking it slowly, watching first, getting to know you first, and all of that kind of thing. So they might be a particularly wary person. It might seem that way to you, but masculine energy is behind that, so they want to take charge of it. They want to take like leadership of this and be in the masculine energy about it. So this is going to be someone that wants to tell you when they want to take the next move, you know, go to the next base, that kind of thing. They want it to be a conscious choice on their part. 4 of Wands. They might be seeing long term here, because the 4 of Wands card can be marriage, but it's only in marriage insofar that it's about solid foundations, and marriage doesn't have to be about that, right? We can just like get married on a whim. Hopefully we don't do that, but yeah, solid foundations. 8 of Emotions, Knight of Inspiration. So they want to move towards you passionately, but they're wary about it because of endings. 8 of Emotions. So they're trying to detach emotionally for now. They want to act on the passion, but not so much on the emotions. And that kind of sounds a bit toxic, I know, but it's someone that knows their patterns, and they're knowing to use their mind more than anything else to proceed forward with this. So they're trying to detach from their emotions, yeah, but not from the passion. They want the passionate part of it, right? And so it might seem that your person is overly concerned with sex, really, and that being it, but it just feels like that they are willing to give that now, less of the emotional stuff now, and then let it develop into more of the emotional stuff. This might be someone that has particular rules for themselves, like a progression as they see it, that they're comfortable with. Now, I think women and men can be different on this front, because men can have sex with anybody, like literally. No, they release different hormones than we do. Women release oxytocin every time they have sex. Every time. So that's the falling in love. That's the connection hormone. Men don't. Men need to fall in love first with someone, and then they'll release oxytocin when they have sex. Otherwise, they can just have sex with anyone, and they don't release that. So it doesn't bring them closer to someone. So there are fundamental differences between men and women. And so for a man, it's probably earlier on. The whole sexual intimacy thing is probably earlier on. Whereas for a woman, emotional intimacy will come before sexual intimacy. So it might feel like it's all wrong to you. With this masculine energy of them wanting to kind of take it at their own pace, but also their own bases, there might be a bit of contention there, because you might say, well, no, I'm not willing to move forward on the sexual stuff until the emotional stuff is there. And so up to you to negotiate that with them. The self-love that is behind that too. So this is someone that knows themselves, which is good. Yeah, I don't know, they're wanting to leave the emotions out of it though, especially if you are communicating with them, look, I need to be emotionally connected to you first and have that in place before things get physical. Because the Knight of Inspiration is definitely about things getting physical. So you might want to tell them the difference between men and women then with regards to that. King of Swords. You've got a thinking person here. Book smarts. But it's about this relationship they're thinking logically about this. Tower. Things falling apart. The Empress. Two of Inspiration at crossroads. Okay. So this is someone that respects you and they find that you've got high value. Still doesn't mean that they're going to change their priorities to be in line with yours though. Relationship priorities, I mean. Respect can be there, but there can still be a little bit selfishly wanting to take each step as they want it, you know. Tower. Now that worries me, the Tower in here, because the Tower is kind of it feels like an ultimatum energy, you know, an energy of like, if I can't have it my way, then it's over. A crossroads, again, it's like you got a choice. Empress, you got a choice here. Yeah, they could have a very strong will about them. They've got great clarity. I would say for this relationship to work, we'll see in the deeper dive, read what it says about this relationship in there. But for this one to work, I would say that you equally need to be as determined to stand up for your flow of how the progression that you want in this. It feels like to me they're withholding the emotional connection, wanting the sexual connection first. And it feels to me like you might be doing the opposite. Withholding the sexual connection because you want the emotional connection first. Impasse. Anyway, there's unlimited possibilities behind that, which is them saying like this could go either way. This is someone that is prepared to walk away from this. They're not locked in yet at all with this. They're still in the choosing process of you, and someone very much wanting it their way, keeping it a secret at the moment. So it doesn't surprise me that the Tower and the Eight of Emotions has come out there. So it's someone that is thinking, well, perhaps it's not going to work out. Perhaps they're seeing it as an incompatibility between you and them, that you've got a different progression. I thought that wanted to come out. Yeah, they're all about the sex at the moment. Sexual union, honour the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for they all try and find true bliss. Now, you need to stand up for yourself in this, because you know, if it's important to you to have emotional connection first, then you need to stand up for that. Remember, the women are the gatekeepers, really. And also, with what I just said about men that don't release oxytocin, and I don't know whether, this is why. When it's a platonic relationship, the more likely to really fall hard for you, fall in love if they can't have you, is because it takes time for a man to fall in love, and they do that by getting to know the woman's character and all of that, and then they fall in love, right? It doesn't happen by already being in a relationship and already being in bed with them. It doesn't happen that way. And so I think if you start off by having the sexual relations with them before they're in love, I think that's a mistake. I think that is a mistake. I think it can prevent a man from falling in love, is what I'm saying. I'm not clear on that. I don't know for sure. But I wonder if it's true. Assess the situation. You've got to be so clear on this. They're doing the same thing. They're getting clear on it too. But it feels like they might be pretty stubborn about the way that they see things. You are wanting this person to fall in love with you, because they're not in love with you at the moment. They want you. Yes, they want you. But they're not sure about you because they're not in love with you yet. If you want them to fall in love with you, I'd be the gatekeeper on that. Got respect and support. So they do respect you and they want to support you too. There's a lot of good going about this relationship. It feels like a battle of wills at the moment. And I could imagine that it's kind of upsetting. They're not wanting to do the emotional thing first, and also the secret keeping as well. Grace and push me, pull me. So they're feeling like push-pull drawn to you, but also like, I don't think this is going to work. They're going with the flow, says the Grace card. Do you want to go with the flow in this? And their flow is the sexual relations first. That's the thing. And I don't know whether they know that that's not actually good for them. If it's true that they want to fall in love, now who doesn't? Who doesn't? Well, some people don't, you see. Some people don't want a relationship, and definitely ask whether this person actually wants a relationship. Like, wants to fall in love, wants the real deal. What do they want to say? I'll find my way back to you one day. So they do feel like this is on. What else? You're always on my mind. Yeah, it is a thinking person, you know, that King of Swords. I'm planning on reaching out to you. There you go. They're going to get in touch. I'm filled with regret. You're the first person to make me feel this way. I wonder what way that is. Stubborn. You are the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. This is very much a thinking person, very logical person. They think a lot. Don't feel so much, in fact. Well, they feel the attraction to you, that's for sure. The sexual attraction to you. And respect and support and Empress. There is a lot of good signs here, but can this work out? I don't know. Well, let's find out in that deeper dive. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more, because I'm going to focus on you and give you guidance in this situation. Let's find out the root of this relationship, how it can be, how it can work out. Are there any red flags about it? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw. So 2 chances to win a reading worth 160 Australian dollars with that purchase. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers. Let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. As usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. And you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So how does your person feel about you? Let's find out. Bringer of change. Oh, you're bringing change into their life. Making everything change for them. So you might have changed how they felt. Brings a lot of change into their life. Trust. They trust you. They're feeling a deep sense of trust. So you've got good juju, good vibes. They feel like they can trust you. What else? Protection and direction. Okay. So you bring change into their life. You're bringing change into their life. Now I'm just getting a feeling like they could be younger than you here, and they feel like if they go along with you, they'll be safe. There's an element of you being the one in charge here and being in control, and them feeling safe about that too. So if your person has kind of not got a lot of direction in life, or not really know where they're headed in life, or at the moment, they could feel like the security of you and your path. And this could be someone that leans on you, perhaps when they shouldn't, you know, seeking the security through you rather than through themselves and with you. The Page of Wands, exciting news. They're excited about you. They want to invest in this. 7 of Pentacles. They're very hopeful about it, and they've got a lot of passion for you, the Ace of Wands. So a lot of attraction for you, wanting to start a relationship off with you, and very hopeful about the relationship going places as well. They've got a very sweet, innocent energy. However, I am picking up on that almost like you're an opportunity, you know, to further them with other things. Page of Wands. Excited about starting something off with you, but it's more like exciting news. The Fool, the Knight of Emotions. They just want to go in. Yeah, this is that naive kind of an energy, like, oh, we'll just give it a go. They feel young. If they're not young in years, they're young in the mind and in their emotions. Perhaps someone with not so much baggage, excited about this and want to be romantic and just want to dive in. It's like, let's give this a go. But it does feel like someone that, it feels like you're more of a catch. It feels like that, yeah, exactly that. You're more of a catch for them. Perhaps not the same for you. Just watch out for that. What's behind that is creativity. They want to do something, create something with you, yeah. But also in the world as well, it feels like, and you might be able to help them with that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Seven of Pentacles. So they want to invest in this. What do they want to invest? Hanged Muse, change their mind. Five of Emotions and opening their heart. Right. This is someone that hasn't wanted to invest in this, but they're changing their mind about it and defrosting their heart. Now, again, I just want to highlight that opportunist. That's too strong a word to put on it, but I'm getting that energy. If slightly in their innocence, it still feels like a little bit of opportunist kind of an energy with that. So they changed their mind on how much they want to invest in this. They're opening the heart, and sexual energy is behind that. So they got the hots for you. So they're hoping that like something that this starts off passionately or heads into the passionate direction. It feels like someone that you've known perhaps for a while. Wow, happily ever after. Perhaps for a while, and they might have always been toying with the idea of having something with you, but it perhaps hasn't gone there. But they're seeing the happily ever after with you as well. They haven't got very clear energy. All over the place. They could be very positive but go with the flow and just like not really knowing exactly what it is that they want. Eight of Materials. There's a part of them that knows what it is that they deserve though. So they've done like some self-esteem, self-worth kind of work. They feel you're an opportunity. That's the thing. They feel that you're a good opportunity for them, for the happily ever after, and to fulfill their heart. It's very sexual at the moment for them. Romantic, yes. They've got this romantic notion. Past, present, and future. They're seeing a future with you. You have got a past too. Hasn't necessarily been romantic. Doesn't feel like it was, but they've changed their mind about that. And so this person's had their eyes opened to you being a romantic prospect for them. Tell us more. How are they feeling? But why do they feel like you're like their protector and give them direction? I don't know. That's what makes me feel like they're seeing you as a kind of more of an opportunity for other things in their life too. It doesn't feel like a malicious person that's trying to use you. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. That's what it is. They know that they deserve more. Feels like they're reaching high with you. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So they see themselves as being happy with you. You're bringing plenty of change into their life and good things into their life. They know that they deserve that. I'm getting strongly that they've been working on their self-esteem and self-worth. This is a good thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, is that people, we all have our own access to abundance and to source. We don't need to find it through someone else. This person is seeing you as like the one that can deliver it to them. That is a lot of pressure to put on a relationship. It's a job that you don't need within a relationship. that's not your job within a relationship, especially when we're talking about the masculine with them and the feminine with you. So, what else? Trust the universe. They're trusting in the universe. So this person has feelings for you that have been developing. They're open to change now. They're changing the dynamics. They want to just go for this. Make it romantic. They're hoping for passion between you. Spark and spy, watching you online, all of that kind of thing. Checking out your pictures and all of that. Is of a developing spark for you, developing feelings for you, and it's attraction feelings for you. I've known this person for a long time. The other feelings could have already been there for them. They're falling in love with you, see? Bad attitude though, and irresistibility. They can't they can't resist your bad attitude. So if you have been like negating this person, they can't resist that. They're falling in love with you. So like the more you're resisting them, the more like, wow. Flowers, is it? Funny. What do they want to say? I check on you from afar. Certainly checking you out. I'm getting like a social media thing. They look at all your posts, your pictures, all of that kind of thing. Checking out everything that you do. Definitely feel younger. As I said, that could just be their energy though. It doesn't have to be their years. Depends what someone's gone through in life, right? I find you incredibly attractive. Soulmate. I feel like you're soulmates. They're seeing something in you, and perhaps it's in that bad attitude thing or something. They're seeing something in you that is in alignment with them. They're seeing themselves in you, and it could be that inner work. I don't care when deep down I really do. I really care about you. But might be nonchalant around you as well. It feels like this hasn't set off at all and they're unsure. Will you give me a second chance? Will you give them like ongoing chances? And I wish you were here with me. This person wants to be with you. Now, whether you want to be with them, I don't know. It's perhaps not the person that you're watching this for, but you might realize who it is now. I've said all of that. If it sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you right now in this situation then. So what is this all about for you? Guidance for you in this relationship. You guys together, if you are to get into a relationship with each other, what are the dynamics? Can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully. If you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower and the shell. Click on the flower on any device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment, that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that will get you entered into the second prize draw. So 2 chances to win that reading worth 160 Australian dollars. So well worth doing both of those things. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read to find out even more about this one, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. As usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that. And if you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. And you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So how does your person feel about you right now? Watch and listen carefully, paying a lot of attention to you, what you say, what you do, who you're looking at, all kinds of things. You're being watched. Sometimes they're mishearing you as well. Thinking that they hear you say one thing when you're not. Not directly to them. They're very passionate about you. I'm curious about you. So they're feeling a passion for you, a lot of attraction for you. Feeling strongly towards you and curious about you. They want to find out more about you. There's something that's confusing about you to them. You don't feel straightforward to them. They're very drawn to you. Rescue. Are you a rescuer? Are they a rescuer? Do they think you can help you? There could be a rescuer, this person. Someone that, a fixer, someone that gets into relationships with people that, because they see like they need help. So someone that proves worthy of love by helping someone out. They might think that they see you in need of help. Might not be true. Might just be looking for that kind of thing. Or they might know it. Four of Cups, Two of Swords. They don't know. They don't know about making a decision about you. Four of Cups. If they've got enough to offer you is what I'm getting here. So really not sure whether to go on this or not. They might be aware that they're a rescuer and be thinking like, am I just drawn to shells because I want to fix them? Two of Cups, where they feel like this is a love match. Like, made for each other. Partnership. Good for each other. They're waiting for perfect timing. For perhaps something to go with the flow, to come about naturally, for an opening, for it just to happen in the moment, kiss each other in the moment or something like that. Well, it certainly take the decision away from them because they're not wanting to make it at the moment. With that Two of Swords, Four of Cups, to having a feeling like they don't know whether they've got enough to offer you. Three of Emotions, there are other people around you, other people that could offer more. Why do you want me? Magician, yet I'm trying to manifest this. It feels like they're trying to manifest a relationship and you are it. You've ticked the boxes for them. But they feel like they might not be the one for you. Like you've got people around you, lots of people around you. Perhaps that they feel are better than them or can offer you more than they can. Right, why wouldn't you go for them, they say? They're a little bit insecure about themselves. Hey, stripping illusions. Or as they'd put it, like they don't. They're being real. They're being real about that. Almost like, why are you considering me? You could have anyone. It's that kind of an energy. However, Two of Cups, they're feeling like this is a love match. Contradictions. Knight of Voices, and they want to swoop right in. The Hermit, but they're not. They're keeping to themselves. What is that about? Right, so they feel that this is a love match. They want to make a move on you swiftly, like acting on inspiration, on the moment, impulse, acting on impulse. So they feel that they could be braver. They want to be braver, but they find themselves pulling back and not saying that thing and not doing that thing, being the Hermit instead and taking a step back. The insecurity takes them over. What's behind that, please? Psychic development. Oh, they feel like they're tuning into you. There's a pullback. There's a pullback each time. So they wish, this is someone that's thinking of interactions with you, wanting to go with the flow and all of that kind of thing. Yet when they get into that situation, they pull back. Three of Wands. So they're waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment's come about, and they have come about already. And it hasn't happened because the lack of self-esteem kicks in and they pull back. Nine of Materials and the Empress, because look at you, you're the Empress and you're single and independent, and what have they got to offer you? Like they really don't, you've got very strong energy to them and they're feeling lacking. And it's almost like your energy brings that out more in them. They might be very confident around other people, but you've got this amazing energy and they're like, it makes them feel lesser of themselves. So in one way, you make this person feel good. In another way, you're bringing out the self-esteem issues. Emotional release, growth, and retreat. Every time they pull back from you, they grow a little on the inside. It's an emotional release. So they're battling their demons. No wonder the rescue card came out, because that's what happens, right? Why do we rescue people? Why are we fixers? Well, when we're in that energy, it's because we need fixing ourselves and we don't want to look at our stuff, so we look at everyone else's. We go, no, I can fix you. Because I don't want to look at myself. Because when we've looked at ourselves and we fix our own stuff, then we know, once we've done that we were the only person that could ever do that. No one can ever do it for us. And then we check ourselves, we're like, oh, I'm fooling myself thinking I can fix this person. So we stop being a rescuer because we realize it's impossible. No one could do it for me. I had to do it for myself. They've got to do it for themselves. To put that down. So whenever someone comes in as a fixer or a rescuer, you know, it's someone that hasn't dealt with their own stuff. Because if they had have done, they would know, right? So as they are growing, in every stage of them coming towards you and pulling back from you, they have this emotional release, which chips away at their self-esteem in a good way. Wow. In a good way. It leads to their growth. So they're processing different levels of their stuff as this each time. Each time they come towards you. How about that? Oh, not come towards you. Each time they have the chance and then they beat themselves up about not doing it. I missed another perfect moment. Tell us how they feel. Feel a little bit terrorized, I think, by this whole situation. It's making them grow for sure. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. This person had a very significant love relationship previously. Feels like first love that they never really got over. It's made their self-esteem take a hit. I don't know what went on with that one. Work through your feelings. You're helping them do that for sure, and detoxify to get rid of the stuff. So they have like a first love or a very important relationship in their past that they haven't really got over yet. It took a hit on their self-esteem, and they're just like playing that out. They feel this very strong pull to you, but every time they pull back, and they're going through something every time. But it's a healing process. Good, but yeah, you're really putting this person through the ringer. They want to make an effort, but mystery. It's like they don't know. Like every time they think they've gotten over it, it's like next time I'll definitely say something. Next time I'll definitely do something. Then they don't again, and so they're making efforts and want to make an effort, and mystery that it's confusing to them. They're confusing themselves as to what is holding them back, but they're processing the emotions that come through. This person beats themselves up. You need to know that. They're hard on themselves emotionally. Responsiveness. It's like they feel you open. They feel you open with them, but they've got self-worth issues. There you go. It's like this person is on that path of self-love and you're helping them. But it's like one step forward, two steps back, one step forward, two steps back. Not in their growth, but towards you and then away from you, towards you and away from you. I wonder if it's ever going to happen. I will find my way back to you one day. They're going to keep on trying. I want to work things out. They do want to do it. They want to come towards you. I'm so sorry. They think that they're acting like a jerk. Kind of sweet. They're kind of sweet. What else do they want to say? I'm done playing games. They don't want to do this anymore. It's frustrating them. They're frustrating themselves. I act like I don't care when I really do. Deep down, I really do. I wish I could fix things between us. Fixer, told you. The fixer part of them, it's like they think there's a problem between you and they want to fix it. As I said, that whole conundrum, and people figure it out in the end unless they don't. But if they're going to, and it feels like your person will, if they're going to figure it out, then they will. That's about that whole fixer-rescuer thing. It's being turned on them at the moment, which is a good thing with this emotional release, growth, retreat. In this situation, they are learning from it and they're growing from it. Well, let's hope they'll get there. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive and find out even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you. So what should you do then? Should you persist with this? Is this going to happen? What is your guidance in this situation? You guys together, if you were to get together, what would be the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into a prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive read as well, that'll get you entered into that second prize draw as well. So 2 chances to win that $160 worth of reading from me. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.